Welcome back to the second quarter of the final game of this year's Pride round here at Moreton Bay in the QAFLW. And if you missed the first quarter, let me sum it up for you. Coorparoo, Coorparoo, Coorparoo. It was all Coorparoo, kicking 7 goals, nothing in the first quarter. I'm Lenny Phillips, with me is Chris Yen.
Oh, it's what an electrifying start. Some perfect football being played by Coorparoo in that first term. And if you go back and watch on the highlights reel, there was everything to love about it. Just the way they hit the targets, some great goals, and we've seen some of our stars light it up, including Wilston. Sally Young, she's bagged a couple, but it's frustrating if you're a Grange fan, but you couldn't help but admire just how well the opposition played today.
So we're underway again here. If you are a Grange fan, the news gets worse in that there's a little bit of a breeze going to the right of screen as well with Coorparoo this quarter, so it's all up against them, but I'm sure the Gorillas will have reassessed at quarter time and have a crack in the second quarter trying to get on the scoreboard. They're going to win the first clearance, it looks like here. Hand pass comes back to Taylor, puts a teammate under a little bit of pressure there. Umpire calls play on. They're going to get it forward through Taylor, but kick is smothered again, so great pressure already from Coorparoo this quarter. And they are going to win the first kick out of the centre square. It's just gone out of the centre square towards half forward now. Parker fighting in there. It comes out nicely through Grange, and they're going to kick towards the wing. Running onto the footy here is Fuller. Dances around one, hand passes to a teammate in Kelly. Kicks on her left side, tight on the wing, but the mark has been taken inside the boundary line here by Wheeler.
Wheeler here for the Gorillas, having their best few minutes of the game so far. A kick up towards half forward. Pump them up, they stag you in the back. And taken by Hampson here for the Kings across half back. A big kick up towards the middle of the ground now, but she turns the ball over. A left foot kick. Didn't go to required 15 up by said touch play on there, and who tried to get away from it there. We'll see a ball up here instead of wing commentary side.
Fierce tackle there from Sophie Wheeler. A little bit of frustration perhaps at the scoreboard coming out there. Grange won the tap, but the Kings are first hands on the footy, but we have got another secondary ball up here.
The Grills will be happy about this now. It's just tight, contested footy and making sure that the Kings don't get the run that they're getting in that first game.
Well, looking at any game with no time on, especially you get 7 goals kicked on you, the immediate response has got to be to stop the goals being scored. So they'll be keen to do that. And they have stopped Coorparoo with their really clean centre clearances so far, but Coorparoo getting their hands on the footy here again as Hampson looking for a teammate running off the back, misses the hand pass. They've got numbers here through Hillman. They've got plenty of round to hand pass it to, but good pressure from Grange keeps it locked in until that kick came out. No mark taken. It's coming out the back here through Spark. Takes one on, gets her kick smothered right in the centre of the ground, but roves it up beautifully. Kicks the ball inside 50 and is going to find a teammate here, and the mark has been taken by Madison Peters.
You can tell Spark's in the league of her own country. She is electrifying this team.
Peters' kick, it was cut off by Wheeler, who probably got in the way of the leading full forward there. Wasn't able to take the mark, and the Kings are going to clear it out through half back. Bounces just over the head of the running player, but they're able to have enough time to steady and kick the ball up to the wing, and the mark is juggled but taken here by Parker.
Parker's a goal on the board today. Here on the commentary wing, just hugs the boundary line, finds a teammate there, almost throws it up there. I think that was Tony White, and we'll see that about 60 metres out and right half forward from the Kings goal.
Got the boundary throw in here.
At this stage of the game in the first quarter, it was already 14 points in margin, so the Gorillas have stemmed the bleeding just a fraction.
Hopefully they can keep that going for a little while. As we have seen as well with this season's 5-6-5 rule in the QAFLW competition, it does give the chance for quick goals from the centre. So if they can clog it up here, it'll help them out, because once it goes back to 5-6-5, it really gives the Kings the advantage there with their dominant on-ball brigade. But they're going to win a clearance here, the Gorillas. Kick the ball up towards the wing. No mark taken. Nice ball there from Groves Little. Coming up behind it, a couple of players fighting for the ball right in front of us here on the centre wing. Groves Little again wins the ball, hand passes to the benefit of a teammate. That was Macy Brown, but she can't quite keep it under control, and the ball goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
So nearly 4 minutes gone, haven't seen a score in this turn. Just getting plenty of numbers around the ball here, the Gorillas, and that's the way I prefer it at this stage. And you see Smart get her hands on the field. You might see Grange make a goal, but it's not going to happen here as Hampson hugs the boundary line and just hits the paint. And we'll see a boundary
She might have got a little shove as she kicked that. She's gone down, a little bit of pain. It's grabbing that right knee, which you don't like to see. Hopefully it's a little bit of cramp or a little bit of a knock. She's rolling over towards the boundary line, which isn't a great sign. Obviously doesn't come off through the interchange gate. She might be done for the day, but the runner's gone out there and going to walk her off the ground, which is good. Hopefully she's all right. She's got a bit of a trot up now, which is great. Anyway, play goes on. Kings have got the ball on their half-forward flank. In there fighting is Sally Young. Wins the ball forward. Numbers everywhere. Almost a throw out there. Ends up with Georgia Byrne, whose kick was smothered. Big tackle there from the Kings. Players everywhere around this footy, and they're all wearing rainbow. Umpire eventually calls for a ball up, right on the 50-metre line for the Coorparoo Kings.
Probably on a blank over around 15 players around this time at the moment. There's plenty of space when it becomes available now. We talk to ground here, and the Gorillas kick ricochet back up from where we saw inside 50, but it's taken out there across half back, bounces away there from back four. It's taken here by the other Kings. That was Groves Little up towards half forward now. Gorillas do have some numbers around this ball, but it's Parker. She's stripped of it. Did she have the ball? She's still getting hold on to, says the umpire. And she made sure she knew the umpire knew all about that, Parker. And she sends the ball inside the forward 50 and hits a teammate uncontested. And they're going to go for their 8th.
We've spoken a lot about the talent the Kings have got around the park, and obviously the ball was in their front half most of the first quarter there. Having someone as good as Tori Groves Little able to just cruise across half back, mop up the balls coming in is a lovely luxury for the Kings coaching staff to have.
It's got Sally Young.
Might be White, I think. Tony White.
Tony White does not. Question of accuracy was never an issue. They've kicked their 8th here with 6 minutes gone here at Moreton Bay. Coorparoo have kicked away even further. It's 8-4-52. The Wilston Grange get the score.
Great to see Tony White out there. Member of the under-18 state squad this year, coming off an ACL last year, which would have been at a young age a very tough injury to come back from, but she's done well to come back and play a 3rd game for Coorparoo for the year.
A lot of discipline required when you come back from an injury like that as well.
Absolutely.
Rehab.
Absolutely.
Especially someone who's young and still coming through the system.
It's great to get all their good players back on the park there leading into the finals. They're going to go forward again. This might be Sally Young, kicks the ball up forward, no mark taken to go up, goes over the back. Good hand pass there, finds Wushner running into goal. You're not going to stop her there. You don't want to leave just Wushner goal side of you, and she was able to run onto the ball there, 25 metres out, collect their hand pass and put it through for an easy goal on her left side. Her 3rd of the day.
It is interesting too. The first sort of 6 minutes, it was a lot of congested footy, a lot of stoppages. But you kick one goal and all of a sudden the floodgates open straight up again.
Well, as we spoke about before with the 5-6-5 rule, we kick a goal and everyone's got to reset. So when the ball's in open play and there was 6 minutes of no goals on the board, it allowed Grange to get players back, clog it up a little bit more numbers around the footy, and we saw plenty of times in Coorparoo's half-forward line there'd be 12, 14, 16 players around the ball. To get the ball out of a centre clearance like this, and there's no ability to outnumber the opponents there.
Absolutely, they're pushing forward again now. The Kings, a kick inside the forward 50.
Pushing her again.
And it's just on the right.
Like any good small forward, she smells a big bag here, Jess Wushner. Never seen anyone run as hard forward of the footy as I do small forwards, and she looks like she's got that in her nostrils so far. As the Gorilla's going to come out, no mark taken there from Fuller, but she's able to recover. Hand passes to a teammate running from behind who snaps the ball up towards the wing, looking for and finding a teammate in Pettigrew, but she can't hold the mark. Thumped forward there from the Gorillas, but to nobody in particular. First to clean it up is Talia Hickey, but she can't be clean. Spark, of course, can be clean. She's everywhere for the Gorillas. Gave the hand pass and then got brought to ground, but the umpire missed it and called play on, and the Kings will get a chance to clear forward, looking for a teammate. They've just got more time with the footy, even around with numbers around it. They have turned it over though, and the Gorillas pounce on the ball. Numbers jump on the footy, and we'll have a ball up on centre wing.
It does get inside every time Spark gets her hand on the ball. She's just come off for a spell. She's worked her guts off already in this game, and every time she gets her hand on the ball, there seems to be some positive movement happening. So
centre a clearance run there by Fuller. They can get the ball out wide. They have got Wheeler running forward on her own, but they can't get it there. The Kings' pressure was too good. And it's going to be locked in for another ball up.
Ball's a little bit on here. Just a little bit there since come on the ground. She's recovered well from her knock to the knee, and she's let the opponents know all about it.
The Grange are going to come forward here through Fuller yet again. She's won a few clearances for them. Hasn't had a chance to kick it to too much up forward with Coorparoo's great half-back line, but they're going to get a chance here, have a shot at goal potentially. Madison Peters just can't pick it up. Could kept it in front of her, but just couldn't quite get it to bounce her way. Fighting very hard. Hand pass comes out here, but Russo forwards there for the Kings. Bending in there to pick it up is Shelby Peters. But the Kings are going to clear it out here again. Only as far as McMullen Matthews, but the ball bounces off her chest. Got numbers here, the Gorillas. Kelly hand passes to a teammate in Litherland who kicks the ball to the hot spot where the nice defensive mark has been taken and the Kings will clear.
A big booming kick up towards the middle of the ground. It'll bounce more than 50 metres.
There's
still
Wushner.
Going. Oh my goodness gracious. Wushner handballs to a teammate coming through. She's 30 metres out from goal. Left foot, goal. All class here. It all started from centre half back with that run and carry. Mark just take the game on, and we've seen something spectacular there. Was that a goal to Sally?
I think I sold you a pup there. It was Wushner that was running on in the dangerous spot, and she ended up getting the hand pass, and she was the one that kicked her fourth goal for the game. So, as I said, gets the ball goal side, and she just takes off like a hare, and has done so again there. Pretty lovely handball there from a teammate in Govan. Probably could have had the shot herself, but team thing, and Wushner kicks her fourth.
Absolutely. Love the work there. Centre half back, just to kick the mark, take the game on, kick the ball, put it covered more from arc to arc. That's just how good it was. And this is how good this team is performing tonight.
So McNeil's gone back into the ruck for the Gorillas, just trying to give them some sort of spark, but it's won there by Hillman. And the Kings are going to go forward. They're just able to get the ball out the back of that contest. A little bit too easy so far with these centre bounces. Kicks the ball up looking for Govan. A little bit of pace out there in front of her opponent in Shackleton. Some numbers there. Umpire's called a free kick. It's going to go to Kings. It might be going the way of Sally Young, is it? Kicks the ball to the dangerous spot. No mark taken. Looking for Wushner again. They might be trying to get her a big bag. But the umpire's called play on. Parker, the ball sits just inside the boundary line. Goes a little banana kick towards the hotspot. It's going to go across the face of goal. Who's going to be first to the footy? Looks like it's going to be Govan. Her opponent's trailing behind her. What's Govan going to do? She's got plenty of time. Hand passes to a teammate here in Ross, who has a sort of banana shot for goal that goes out of bounds on the full. Probably could have done better than that, the Kings.
Absolutely, but full credit there to the Grange defenders. They corralled her up towards the boundary line, limited her space coming through, and ultimately, with her teammate trying to have a shot at goal on Ross, she had no space up there against the boundary line, just had to brush it. So good pressure there from Grange.
Quite understandably, the Gorillas defenders starting to look a little bit tired. They've had a ton of work to do. They're going to clear the ball out here, but it's going to come straight back in via Hillman, who just thumps the ball forward. Why not just thump it forward to your dangerous forwards? Spoils there is robed by Amy Kelly, who on the left foot comes out towards this wing. Cleared the first pack, and the mark was taken there by Sophie Wheeler.
Sophie Wheeler here for Grange, pumping the ball along the boundary line. Beautiful tap there from Riley. Finds a teammate there who sends the ball just a little bit further up. Great courage shown there. Umpire said touch play on. The mark was not paid there. Good courage shown there by all the girls here on the commentary wing. Some gutsy work done there by Kelly, who gets the ball back down along the boundary line. Left foot kick, trying to find a teammate there back for. It's taken here by Peters. Peters finds it. Her teammates are there in Spark, and she dribbles over the boundary line. They're throwing between wing and half forward. The tackle zone there for Grange.
Very unfortunate there for the Gorillas. Spark was probably 5 metres goal side of her opponent, and for the first time today couldn't be clean, and probably the best chance to get a real deep inside 50 there. So ruining that missed chance. Another chance here from a clearance to try and get the ball forward.
Rucks go up again, taking out a ruck there with confidence there is Hillman. But it'll be picked up here by Byrne for Grange. She can't quite get her hand on the ball. She almost gave away the free kick. Didn't matter though, because the Kings have backed themselves and kick up towards centre half forward. Mark taken there strongly by Govan, who's doing some great things. Kick inside the forward 50. Boundary line might be the best option here. It's still in. It's still a chance. There's a golden opportunity here for Govan. She handballs the ball out now. Darting around, handball under pressure, and they try to clear Grange.
Not very far though. It's not gone outside 50 as yet. Ends up with Riley, who dances around a couple. Has a shot for goal, and it's gone straight through.
Sensational.
Big goal there to Ariana Riley. That's her first of the season.
That's amazing effort there. Great pressure, great forward pressure there from the Kings to be able to keep the ball inside that forward 50, forcing the turnover and finding a another goal scorer.
You saw all the players get around. Everyone loves it late in the year when someone gets their first goal of the year. Probably one of those days where they're going to have plenty of goal scorers, I would have thought. Maybe some backs can get to have the chance to go forward and kick a goal.
In that second half. Very interesting as well. We've seen 4 goals here from Coorparoo in this term, 3 from general play. A bit of a turnaround when we saw 5 from set shots out of their 7. So they're just playing free-flowing, attacking play today.
Probably speaks to some better defensive work from the Grange defenders as well. But midfield for Coorparoo is well on top here. It comes forward again through Brown. Govin's there, probably gets one high, and the umpire has seen it. So Govin will have the chance to go back.
I love seeing this from umpires because the umpire wasn't in control. He was blindsided, so the umpire out of in the middle of the ground, the centre umpire was able to pick that one there. So good teamwork.
It was a very clear one as well. So good work there from the umpires, and Govin has the chance to go back and really another example of that quick centre clearance, getting the chance to have the shots for goal as Govin puts it through for the Kings' 12th. That's her second goal of the game, her 13th for the season. Extends that lead to 77 points, and 25 goals is well and truly on for the Kings.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about percentage at the moment, and they're certainly doing a game-high margin of 77 points. And great work there from Govin. She's been able to kick a couple of goals, but she's probably had a hand in another 3 or 4 as well. So her presence on the ground probably making her the most outstanding player on the field today.
We've seen Jess Wushner's come back on off the bench as well, had a little bit of a break. So she'll be keen with 5 minutes or 4 minutes to go before half time to add to her goal tally of 4. Hillman wins the ball down, ends up with Sally Young, who kicks the ball up towards half forward, goes over the head of her teammate. Back there first for the Gorillas was Byrne. Can't pick it up. A few players fighting for it. Hillman backing up the ruck where kicks the ball forward. And playing in front there very well for the Gorillas, and the mark has been taken by McMullen Matthews.
McMullen Matthews sends the ball across the outer side, can't clear the 50 and now she hits the ground running. Left foot kick to the top of the square. Can she find her teammate? No, she can't. Misses everyone and it goes across the face of goal. This air trailing 25 out for goal.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty keen to call a 10-goal game from Jess Wushner if she's on 4 at this point of the game. So I don't want to see her putting it to the top of the goal square from 35 out like that. Very selfish of myself.
That's what you can. You love seeing your dad from time to time.
So Hillman up in the ruck again, wins it down, but first to row it is Kelly. It's been very important down back for Grange. Unfortunately, hasn't had many teammates able to come with her. And the Kings are going to have another shot here. Kick on the left foot there from Young has gone sideways. Mark has been taken there by Hayley Moore. I'm not sure it was 15, but the umpire's called it. Plays on, and Wushner in the pocket. The wrong pocket for the left footer, but it's where she kicked from probably a minute or so ago on the run, and she'll have a chance to have a deliberate set shot to put through her 5th.
And she kicks this one. This is one of the goals of the day, and I think we all know about it as well. It's always a tough pocket to kick from out there, but seen players do it across the year.
Goal umpire has to work a little bit, and it's hit the post.
4 goals, 1 on the board today.
So what can the Gorillas do in the last couple of minutes here? Going to bring the ball out, going to go over the top of the Coorparoo wall. Well, they're going to try to, but it's been cut off there. Nice work there from Caitlin Huth. Takes the mark, kicks the ball inside 50. Mark has been taken here by Hampson, probably too far out to score. Runs onto that left foot and kicks it to the dangerous spot. And the mark has been taken 35 metres out directly in front for the Kings. And having a shot for goal will be Mary Ross.
Mary Ross has already had a shot of goal in this term, hard up on the boundary line under a fair bit of pressure. But here she just gets to go back, go through her routine. Definitely gettable from about 30 metres out. Doesn't need to complicate the shot too much. And just gets straight through the ball.
Another play coming off again with the emerging talent side in Perth, and from Morningside, a great example of the pathways this game can provide young women as Mary Ross comes in and kicks it straight through the middle as the lights come on just before half time here. So her first goal of the game, and the Kings have gone up now. I think it's their 13th goal of the game. The scoreboard's having a bit of trouble keeping up, I think.
Yep, spot on there, mate. I love it. As soon as the ball's left her boot, it's just gone quick. The lights are going on, and today we're seeing the first look at the Sharon under lights going straight through for a goal. Outstanding to watch it. Good work there from Ross. She's had a very good term and done some nice things and he's got the reward.
Another one able to get the benefits of going through these AFLW and QAFLW programs. Mary Ross, a little bit of time with the Brisbane Lions in the Winter Series as well, so pressing her claims come draft time for the two Queensland teams. So with just under a minute to go, another chance for both teams to score. We are going to have a secondary ball up, it looks like, as players dive on the footy after Hillman won the tap.
Well, after a bit of a slow start of the quarter, we've seen 6 goals in 13 minutes here from the Kings, and they have just played their natural game. They are dominating in only the way they can. Is there a chance for them to get another late one here just before half time? Sally Young pumps it inside the forward 50. Strong mark taken. And
Guess who? Guess who?
Oh, here she goes. She will kick this after the siren.
Hope she looks over at the time, because there is a clock here with the time on it. And the siren will go just as she kicks it, I think. As he might have a distance. Does it? Is it touch or is it a goal? The umpires are conferring and there's going to be a goal.
Oh my goodness gracious. She looked at the clock, Lenny, and she knew that she wasn't able to make the distance, so running around, deviating off the mark just a little bit, got called to play on, was able to get that extra half a metre that sealed the great goal ahead in half time.
I reckon if you're the Grange coach, you've got a pretty good example there of in the last 2 seconds of that quarter as to just not being switched on and not doing the little things right. There's a big gulf in talent, obviously, and Coorparoo have got a lot of talent across the park, but to have no one on the goal line from a kick 35, 40 metres out, especially late in the quarter, really unforgivable.
Well, it is half time here at Moreton Bay, and it is Coorparoo leading this one 14-6-90 to Wilston Grange, yet to score. We'll be back with the second half right after this break.